Hi, I'm C, your virtual assistant today.
What is important with LMS is that we are teaching our students to be independent learners. They should come into class ready for discussion, and activities are there. Everything will be in the LMS.
As an aspiring Marine officer ready to fare the sea, you should be ready for your long adventure. All of your documents are ready to go. Are you ready to accomplish your training record book? Seaversity and FastCat are here to help you. The ETRB, your TRB, modernized. access your TRB on your laptop or your phone, both online and offline. Oh, and here are more features of the eTRB. Be competent for a brighter seafaring career in the future.
Hi, I'm C, your virtual assistant today.
What is important with LMS is that we are teaching our students to be independent learners. They should come into class ready for discussion, and activities are there. Everything will be in the LMS.
As an aspiring marine officer ready to fare the sea, you should be ready for your long adventure. All of your documents are ready to go. Are you ready to accomplish your training record book? Seaversity and FastCat are here to help you. The eTRB, your TRB, modernized. Access your TRB on your laptop or your phone, both online and offline. Oh, and here are more features of the ETRB. Be competent for a brighter seafaring career in the future.
Hi, I'm C, your virtual assistant today.
What is important with LMS is that we are teaching our students to be independent learners. They should come into class ready for discussion, and activities are there. Everything will be in the LMS.
As an aspiring marine officer ready to fare the sea, you should be ready for your long adventure. All of your documents are ready to go. Are you ready to accomplish your training record book? Seaversity and FastCat are here to help you. The eTRB, your TRB, modernized. Access your TRB on your laptop or your phone, both online and offline. Oh, and here are more features of the ETRB. Be competent for a brighter seafaring career in the future.
Hi, I'm C, your virtual assistant today.
What is important with LMS is that we are teaching our students to be independent learners. They should come into class ready for discussion, and activities are there. Everything will be in the LMS.
As an aspiring marine officer ready to fare the sea, you should be ready for your long adventure. All of your documents are ready to go. Are you ready to accomplish your training record book? Seaversity and FastCat are here to help you. The ETRB, your TRB, modernized. access your TRB on your laptop or your phone, both online and offline. Oh, and here are more features of the eTRB. Be competent for a brighter seafaring career in the future.
Hi, I'm C, your virtual assistant today.
What is important with LMS is that we are teaching our students to be independent learners. They should come into class ready for discussion, and activities are there. Everything will be in the LMS.
As an aspiring Marine officer ready to fare the sea, you should be ready for your long adventure. All of your documents are ready to go. Are you ready to accomplish your training record book? Seaversity and FastCat are here to help you. The eTRB, your TRB, modernized. Access your TRB on your laptop or your phone, both online and offline. Oh, and here are more features of the eTRB. Be competent for a brighter seafaring career in the future.
LMS is that we are teaching our students to be independent learners. They should come into class ready for discussion, and activities are there. Everything will be in the LMS.
As an aspiring Marine officer ready to fare the sea, you should be ready for your long adventure. All of your documents are ready to go. Are you ready to accomplish your training record book? Seaversity and FastCat are here to help you. The eTRB, your TRB, modernized. Access your TRB on your laptop or your phone, both online and offline. Oh, and here are more features of the eTRB. Be competent for a brighter seafaring career in the future.
Good afternoon! Welcome to another Seaversity webinar. I am your host, as always, Els. Work from home po tayo ngayon, mga kaibigan. So, nandito tayo sa home natin na nag-work. So, okay, first, we would like to thank our generous sponsor, Craftworks Manila, for making this webinar possible. You may visit their Facebook page, Craftworks MNL. And for this webinar, we will be giving away 2 Craftworks Manila discount vouchers and 1 large size of Seaversity shirt. Paalala lang po ha, another run through. 2 discount vouchers from Craftworks Manila and 1 large Seaversity shirt. Okay. We would also like to thank our partners, PMMA, MAAP, STI-NAMEI, WESTBAY College, Baliwag Maritime Academy, CELTECH, AIMS, ABOJEB, FastCat, Analog Devices, Surrock Uni Foundation, and of course, PCI TECH Center. Our longtime followers and likers here on Facebook already know that we offer online-offline learning management system, augmented reality, virtual reality, electronic training record book, online payment and enrollment gateways, and blockchain certifications. But for today, we are going to talk about our LMS and augmented reality. Another reminder, dun po sa Brain Wars natin, ang grand prize po niyan is our augmented reality app. This will benefit the whole school and its students. So ayun, LMS and augmented reality tayo for today and how these platforms can supplement blended, flexible, distance learning. Our educators from Seaversity will guide our viewers to their respective features as we navigate on each platform. Without further ado, let me introduce our speakers. First one, Engineer Pat Tubog. She is a marine engineer, graduated from Zamboanga State College of Marine Sciences and Technology from batch 2018. Ms. Pat is a member of our research and development team, and she is currently facilitating Seaversity platforms for Philippine Merchant Marine Academy and Baliwag Maritime Academy. She is also currently studying her postgraduate degree for maritime education in PMMA. With her is our General Manager, Engineer Primo Ibias Jr. Sir Primes is a graduate from Maritime Academy of Asia and the Pacific, batch 2015. He started as a member of Research and Development team, and from there, he is already one of our leaders in the company. He is the primary in charge of our company operations. He is also currently studying his postgraduate degree in maritime education in PMMA. Without further ado, I will now give the floor to Engineer Pat Tubog and Engineer Primo Ibias.
Hello, good afternoon, Miss Els. Hello, Pat. Good hapon. And
Good
everyone
afternoon,
after good hapon sa inyo.
Good afternoon, sir.
Asan ka ngayon, Miss Pat?
Nasa PMMA po ako currently po.
Anong ganap sa PMMA ngayon?
Wala akong masyado. Hindi po kami lumalabas sa alumni home po. Nandito po kami ngayon sa alumni home. Naka-stay.
Ano ang goal natin sa PMMA this week?
I think magkakaroon po kasi ng presentation yung Seaversity po. Kasi may event po mismo yung PMMA. I think dito mismo within this week. So, we will support them and help them.
Okay, good luck guys. Galingan nyo as always. Shall we start explaining kung paano yung LMS natin?
Okay, sige. Ako na mag-i-start. First, papakilala ko lang muna Seaversity and what do we really offer and bakit tayo nag-o-offer ng ganito. To give the general public a background kung why are we doing this and para kanino yung ginagawa natin. If mag-share screen na ako to give you a short presentation, this may last around 15 to 20 minutes. So this will be mabilis lang to. Excuse me for that. Ladies and gentlemen, pakilala ko lang sa inyo, we are Seaversity and we are Engineer Pat Tubog is here to introduce to you our product, the LMS-AR 101. Pero first things first, ano ba yung LMS? Bakit ito ginawa? And para kanino to? And sino gagamit to essentially? Well, to give you a quick background, let's go first punta muna natin sa ngayon kung ano yung currently nangyayari. And as for everyone's general information, considering that there is a global pandemic, the COVID-19 has resulted in schools that has been shut all across the world and globally over 1.2 billion children are out of the classroom. And that's why CHEd released guidelines for the prevention, control, and mitigation of the spread of coronavirus disease 2019 or the COVID-19 in higher education institutions or the HEIs or the CHEd COVID advisories. And with this, Sa CHEd COVID advisories number 1 to number 7 currently, there are certain salient points. The first one is the deployment of available flexible learning and other alternative modes of delivery. This is to ensure the safety, health, and well-being ng mga bata and to make sure na magpupush through pa rin yung school year 2020, 2021. The second one is the teaching methodologies must be reasonable, transparent, and outcome-based validated. This also needs to determine how to best meet the contact requirements for the completion of a subject or a degree program. At the same time, it should also undertake alternative assessments. It should also undertake alternative assessments and remediations and consider students' assessments and competitions of grades. Also, it depends on the available resources of the HEI and students. Students who lack connectivity during the ECQ shall be allowed to complete the curricular requirements after the ECQ. Moving forward, so yun yung mga salient points. Now, what do Seaversity really has to offer? First, we offer online enrollments to, at the same time online payments to ensure that students will not have any contact, any physical contact during the enrollment process. Wherein in a summary, with all those said, Seaversity offers, or our team offers assistance to an end-to-end approach from enrollment to graduation to our current community status and our struggles to make the academic year 2020-2021 possible. And along with these online payments, online enrollments, e-learning systems, this is the LMS or the learning management system that we are proposing. Also, cloud simulations in line with Kongsberg. We're also augmenting realities for engineering courses and dev courses. Also, we assist schools to have a controlled student intake. At the same time, to ensure the safety, validity, and security, we also give blockchain credentials to the schools. Ito yung nilalagay natin sa mga certificates natin with all those QR codes and such. Now, as we move on, before we move forward, let us define first some speculations and terminologies. The first one is the online learning, wherein in online learning, the key element is the use of internet. Online learning refers to the idea of using online tools for learning. This form of learning is designed to create an online communication between the teacher and the student, which is an essential supplement for tracking and monitoring. The next one is the distance learning. According to Jane E. Clobas from the University of Western Australia and Stefano Renzi from Bocconi University, Italy, they define distance learning as a concept. It is more about the distance between the student and the teacher and how technology bridges that gap. That means a student in the province could attend the institution without ever bridge that gap. That the student in the province could attend the academy without ever having to move. It also makes attending higher education much easier if you live in rural and remote areas. The last one, blended learning. It is a combination of learning at a distance and the traditional on-campus learning with a fixed schedule where you will have to attend a part of the classes on campus. However, most courses will still be online. Allowing you to do coursework and assignment online. And this is what we really promote. This is what we are really promoting as a cheap and effective solution. The flexible learning. It is a design and delivery of programs, courses, and learning interventions that addresses learners' unique needs in terms of place, pace, process, and products of learning. And at the same time, it ensures that the continuity of inclusion and accessible education when the use of traditional modes of teaching is not feasible, as in the occurrence of national emergencies as well. Likewise, it is a pedagogical approach that solely focuses on the use of technology, although it commonly uses the delivery method of distance education and facilities of educational technology. This may vary depending on the levels of technology, availability of devices, internet connectivity, level of digital literacy, and approach. Now, as you run into, now for the managers, for the top heads for the institutions, there are 8 reasons to the areas for compliance for the institutions. And what are these? One is there is a need of modification of the program of study, methods of course delivery as well, the availability of learning resources, at the same time the student engagement. Also, there will be a need of adjustment on the academic calendar, the practical activities and laboratory exercises, with respect to health and safety protocols, and at the same time, the level of technology of each institution. But for the learning management system, there are still hindrances or limits. One of the challenges is the use of ICT, wherein the use of ICT for distance education makes access to the technology an enabling factor in the institution or the academy. The issue of access is often discussed in terms of availability, equipment, and required bandwidth. There's also a need of legitimate or content creators wherein another course content develop challenge is the availability of personnel in the academy or institution to shape the design of the course material. A team of instructional designer, graphics artists, and quality assurance is required. And most importantly, the adaptability. An institutional challenge is the sudden shift to adaptability and contextual acceptance. The academy must make its provision to ensure required training is administered to the staff for the use of LMS. And along with the learning management, that's why we all do said that the 3 challenges, this is what we offer along with the LMS. This is what we call the augmented reality, wherein you can see the equipment on a 3D perspective. You can move the asset. There is realistic graphics, animation, and also you can view the equipment's assembly, the assembly process, the different parts, the internals and externals. As you can see, this increases engagement of the student. And also at the same time, this is what we call an interactive learning. The augmented reality also have a respective assessments. As you can see right now, this application is available not just online. It is also available offline and can be accessed through mobile phones, tablets, also computers, personal computers, laptops. You can also review the assessments for the formative one. And the good thing about this one is it is also recorded. Likewise, on a general overview of the augmented reality increases the engagement of the students. It's a dynamic approach for the visual learners. It's accessible through learning system. It's a game changer in education, wherein even UNESCO, and according from an expert from handbook on facilitating flexible learning during educational disruption, students may experience the course in campus-based learning, web-based learning, in both via different technologies such as augmented reality. This came from UNESCO itself, or the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization. Also, along with the LMS and the augmented reality, we also offer a 360 walkthrough wherein you can familiarize inside the engine room or the whole ship. This is all interactable. You can form assessments. You can include definitions of parts of the vessels. And as you can see, it is very interactable and has all the contents that can be seen inside a typical engine room or typical. This one, we also have the virtual reality. A virtual reality for both deck and engine. For the deck, we have the anchoring, the deck familiarization. We also have the engine room familiarization. We have the MEMC engine. and we have purifiers, so on and so forth. We also provide electronic training record book to ensure that the training regimen for the OJT or the onboard training of the cadets will also be ensured that they reach the level of competency that is required according to STCW standards. At the same time, there is also the cloud simulation that's being offered by Kongsberg. This is in partnership with PCI TECH Center as our mother company. We also are going to assist in having a controlled student intake for laboratory exercises for certain courses that still require face-to-face education with respect to laboratory exercises. We can have 5 students go to a certain day. For example, on a Monday, from the time 8 a.m. to 12 noon, we can have a controlled student intake. For example, 5 students from 8 a.m. to 12 noon, and by afternoon we can have another set of 5 students from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. and so on and so forth. And along with this one, we also offer blockchain credentials to ensure the safety and security of certificates and other documents that is very prone to plagiarism and copying, or the so-called direct to papers. And the good thing about this, and the good thing about our product is the content developmental process we used was the ADDI, or the analysis, design, development, implementation, and evaluate. And for the points to ponder, our goal is to incorporate disruptive technologies in skill sets to have it stitched with competency-based instead of knowledge-based education, a lifelong learning instead of front-loaded learning, at the same time, a demand-led instead of supply-led education. And along with this one, one of our latest partners was AIMS, and I hope that some of our viewers and decision makers in the institution will be part of the front lines of those who aims to increase the quality of education and training in the Philippines. That would be all. And now, as we move forward, I will now give the floor to Ms. Pat Tubog. To show you how the LMS can be used, or how it is used, and how it can be implemented on different schools, on your institutions. Ms. Pat Tubog?
Yes, sir. Now I will teach you how to use an LMS, and papakita ko po mismo sa inyo kung paano siya naging friendly user, both in the teacher side and the student side. So first, ituturo ko naman po is sa teacher's view, wherein first, you need to open a browser na available po sa inyo. It can be with your laptop or PC. So first, after opening your browser, you can input your link given by Seaversity. So now after entering the link, you can already ma-access nyo na po mismo yung LMS ng school nyo. For example, this is a Seaversity LMS site. So we're in how to log in. Being a teacher, may bibigay po kaming account mismo, and makikita po natin sa upper right corner na may login. So you can click it here, or meron din po tayong login mismo dito sa baba. So for example, after if we want to log in as a teacher, I will give you a sample teacher account. Input nyo lang po yung username nyo and password. Then, pagka-enter nyo po, automatically, madadirect po kayo mismo sa dashboard. Then, ito po yung mismong dashboard natin wherein may makita po tayong courses, wherein ano po yung mga ituturo natin. We also have site home, calendar, badges, and all courses, wherein available po mismo ng school natin. So, as you can see, we have a latest announcement here na makita mismo ng lahat ng student and teachers na mismong gumagamit ng LMS natin. We also have a course overview wherein makikita mismo natin dito sa tab na ito po yung course mismong enrolled natin. Directly pag i-click po natin, mapapasok na po mismo natin yung course. So we also have a timeline here. Yung timeline naman po is makikita natin if we have a due date na kailangan i-grade as a teacher and we other activities na kailangan po nating sinet natin. So we can sort it out by dates or by course. So now, we also have courses here, latest badges, and calendar. Where in calendar, pwede nyo pong iset na as own calendar na magno-notify mismo sa emails nyo na may mga kailangan kayong i-check and quizzes or mga exams. You can set it here. So ngayon po, I will teach you how to access the notification and messages and how to add contact. So most of us gumagamit po ng Messenger, so medyo familiar na po tayo with regards to the notification and messages. So may makita po tayo dito sa task, parte, meron po tayong notification bell. Pag i-click po natin to, automatically makita po natin lahat ng notification na kailangan nating malaman. And for the messages naman po, meron po tayong icon for message dito sa tabi ng notification bell. So pagka-click po natin, we can already access the messages na meron po tayo. So we can search the specific person, kung sino po yung gusto nating i-search, and automatically, pag i-click po natin yung specific person na yun, we can start sending a message. So meron po tayong makitang icon dito sa baba, wherein pag i-click po natin, masisend na po siya. And if gusto po natin siya i-add mismo sa contact natin, meron po tayong 3 dots dito po. So, sa upper right corner. Pag i-click po natin, may makita po tayong user info, start conversation, block user, mute, delete conversation, and add to contacts. So, after, pag gusto po natin i-add, click lang po natin add contacts and automatically, click lang po natin ang add. And yung student na po mismo, kailangan niya pong i-accept na as i-add ka din niya po sa contacts niya. So now, next is, as a teacher, we need to make our own activity with the specific topics. So pasok po tayo mismo sa course. If gusto na po natin pumasok sa mismong course, I have a sample course here. So pasok po tayo sa sample course mismo. And sa makita po natin, ito po yung makikita ng teacher. We have a completion progress wherein makikita natin yung mga progress ng students. Ito yung mga gamit ng students. Pag nag-green automatically, it means nag-a-access mismo yung student. Then we have also an auto attendance block wherein hindi na kailangang mag-check attendance ng teacher manually. Automatic pag nag-log in yung student, makikita niya agad dito na nakapag-sign in yung student sa course niya. We also have comments. Meron din po tayong online users, makikita ng teachers kung sino po yung mga online currently. We also have calendar here. So, now, may makita po tayo na course specification. Naka-specify, we have a course description, competence, KUPs, and course outcome. So, makikita din po natin kung meron po tayong specific course if you would like. So, ngayon po, as a teacher, we want to make specific activities in a week. So ngayon po, ituturo ko naman po kung paano gumawa ng activity yung teacher sa mismong LMS na to. So it's a very simple one. Meron po tayong makitang turn editing on. I-click lang po natin to, sir. And automatically, pwede na po tayong mag-edit and mag-add mismo ng activity or resource. So, pili lang po tayo kung anong specific topic ang lalagyan natin ng activity. For example, sa topic 2, maglalagay po tayo ng assignment activity. So, may makita po tayong add an activity or resource under this topic 2. Pagka-click po natin automatically, may makita po tayong different tabs wherein assignment, chat, choices, database, external tool, feedback, forum, glossary, and etc. So makita po natin, we can also have resources like books, files, folder, page, and URL. So pwede po ninyong ma-access to lahat. And if gusto niyo pong malaman kung anong purpose niya, pag clinic niyo po yung mismong assignment, may makita po tayo dito sa side. Meron pong mga description mismo kung anong purpose ng activity na to. So if hindi po kayo medyo familiar, makiklik niyo lang po and i-define niya po kung ano po yung specific activity at para saan po siya. So for example, we would, as a teacher, gusto po natin gumawa ng assignment activity sa students natin. So click lang po natin ang assignment and click add. And we will be direct sa mismong settings ng activity natin. So for example, gusto natin gumawa ng assignment. So assignment 1, ilalagay na lang po natin na assignment 1 para mas madaling ma-monitor ng teacher na ito yung assignment natin. So, it's up to you kung anong assignment name na ilalagay nyo po. So, sa description naman po, pwede nyo ilagay yung specific questions na gusto nyong malaman ng student. For example, I'll put ito po, what is the importance of marking out? So, pwede po kayong maglagay ng note for the students to know kung ano po yung kung may mga limitations po ba kayong isi-set. For example, word limit not less than 250 words. So, kung gusto nyo pong makita mismo ng student to, mismo sa labas lang mismo ng tab, we can click display. So, we can also add a file. Dadrag lang po natin automatically, pwede po tayong mag-add ng file dito. We also have availability here. Pwede nyo pong iset yung assignment wherein ma-access lang yung student yung assignment na to on this date na sinet nyo po. For example, this day gusto kong ma-access ng student na to. So, July 13, and we can also set a specific time na gusto po natin. Kung what time po ba yung magsa-start yung klase or what time nyo po gustong i-access ng student. So, i-click lang po natin, i-tick natin yung enable, na automatically pwede na po tayong mag-edit. The same as we can set a due date, cut-off date, and remind me to grade by. So, kung gusto nyo pong ma-remind kayo, especially sa calendar, gusto nyo pong ma-add na isa-set mong assignment na to wherein gusto nyo pong i-check, you can tick here, tick nyo lang po, and automatically, set nyo na lang po yung specific date kung kailan nyo po gustong i-check or i-grade yung activity ng student. So, we have two types of submission. We have online text and file submission. So, online text po, ipapakita ko later on kung ano po yung itsura or view ng student pag nagsiset po tayo ng online text. And kung file submission naman po, for example po is the document files, PDF, Microsoft Word, PowerPoints, yun po yung mga file submission. So, we can also set maximum numbers of upload. So, if gusto nyo pong one file lang po or pag nakaset po ng file submission, automatically kailangan po nating mag-set kung ilang files yung isasubmit ng student. And we have a maximum submission size here. So, pwede po kayong mag-set. We have a maximum of 50 MB. And yung minimum is 10. So, ngayon po is, if gusto nyo po maging specific sa accepted files, kailangan nyo lang pong i-click yung choose and automatically, may makita po pwede na po tayong pumili ng specific documents lang na gusto nating i-send ng student. So, if in case gusto nyo yung document lang kailangan i-send ng student, hindi tayo tatanggap ng videos, hindi tayo tatanggap ng other presentations. So, tick lang po natin yung documents and automatically, lahat po ng under nito is papasok na po. Acceptable. So, sa pinakababa, sa bottom part po, may makita po tayong save changes. So, in case wala po kayong nilagay, automatic lahat ng documents na nandito, lahat ng files, acceptable po siya. So, pwedeng mag-submit na yung student. Well, yung online text naman po, yung online text is maglalagay lang po tayo ng word limit. Wherein, for example, yung word limit nyo lang po is 1,000. Minimum of 250, maximum of 1,000. So, it's up to you na po kung ilan yung maximum. And, for example, magsiset po kayo ng 500 maximum of words. Pwede nyo pong gawin yun. We also have a feedback type. So, we have feedback comments, offline grading, worksheets, feedback files. So, if gusto nyo pong i-tick, automatically pwede nyo pong iset. And if gusto nyo pong malaman kung anong purpose nito, meron pong icon na question mark na may background na bilog, na kulay blue. So, you can click it para makita nyo po for help, feedback comments. Makita nyo po, if enable, the marker can leave feedback comments for each submission. Pwede din po kung gusto nyo pong malaman, the same as the others. May mga question marks po sa side na mismong settings and malalaman nyo po kung para saan siya. We also have submission settings. So if we want to submit, yung with regards sa isa-set natin yung submission for our students, for example, require students to click the submit button. So mostly, if gusto natin na pag magsasubmit yung student na i-click nila yung submit button, pwede po natin i-click yung i-set ng yes. So automatically, after submitting ng student, lalabas pang maliit na box and makita nila if magsasubmit ba talaga sila or hindi. And we also have required that students accept the submission statement and attempts to reopen. So it's up to you. Pwede siyang ma-attempt ng student manually, automatically, until pass or never. So it's up to the professor kung ano yung gusto niyang settings. We also have group submission settings. In case na gumawa kayo ng assignment activity na grouping, pwede naman pong i-group nyo po dito. Isa-set nyo lang po as yes and automatically require group to make submission, wherein require po na individually per group, kahit isang member lang ng group ang mag-submit, automatically lahat ng kagrupo nila is nakapag-submit na din. The same as sa require all group members submit, ibig sabihin po, require po na i-click ng submit button lahat ng members para mag-set po yung LMS natin na nakapag-submit na po talaga sila. We have a grouping for students group. So, pwede po kayong gumawa. Later on, ituturo ko naman po kung paano mag-group. So, kung mayroon na po tayong groups na nakaset, lalabas po dito lahat ng groups na sinet natin. Group 1, Group 2, Group 3, makikita po natin lahat. We also have notification. If gusto po natin ma-notify graders about submission, about their submission, i-click lang po natin yung grades. Yes. So, automatically, pag nakapag-submit yung student, makita agad nila sa notification bell nila na 1, and pag click nila, makita nila doon na nakapag-submit sila ng assignment nila successfully. Then, we also have notify graders about late submission and default setting for notify students. So we also have here our grades. So with regards naman po sa grades, we have pointing system and scale. So kung points po is 100, it's up to the teacher kung ilan yung maximum grade nila. So with regards po sa grading method, mostly gumagamit po talaga ng rubrics. So if may rubrics po kayo with this specific assignment, pwede nating i-click yung rubric and automatically, itong assignment na to, gagawa natin ng rubric. So, grade category, we also have grade to pass kung meron kayong ni-require na ano lang yung passing grade. We also have blind marking, hide grader identity from students, use flow marking workflow. So, we also have common module setting. Yung common module setting naman po is makita pag gumawa tayo ng activity at yung availability po mismo ng course na show on course page, yung activity na assignment po natin, ibig sabihin makita po mismo ng student. Pero kung ginawa natin yung assignment and ayaw pa nating makita nila, pwede po natin i-hide from student. So we can also put ID number, and kung meron po kayong groupings, group mode. Automatically, pag sinabi mong group mode po kasi, for example, gusto niyo lang po makita ng specific group, yung specific group lang po ang maka-access ng activity na yun. So automatically, pwede niyo pong iset dito yung restrictions. So you can choose the specific group and may connection po siya mismo sa restrict access. So after putting a specific group, ilalagay po automatically kailangan po nating maglagay ng restriction para maset po natin kung ano po yung mga kailangang activities na i-restrict natin. With regards naman po sa restriction, we have different types of restrictions. Ipapakita ko naman po sa inyo. I-click lang po natin yung add restrictions, and we have activity completion, date, grade, user profile. So, pag sinabi po kasi nating activity completion, for example po, meron po tayong presentation na kailangan i-access muna ng student before sila mag-take ng quiz. So, hindi muna sila makakapag-take ng quiz pag hindi po nila in-access yung presentation. So we can set it here sa activity completion. If gusto naman po natin ng date, wherein i-restrict natin na hindi muna siya ma-access within this day. So after this day, pwede na po siyang ma-access ng student. We also have grades. So pag sinet po natin yung grade, ibig sabihin hindi siya makakaproceed sa topic 2 kung hindi niya na-pass yung exam or quiz ng topic 1. So pwede po natin iset ng ganun. We can also set user profile restriction wherein a specific person or specific group, specific name, pwede po, wherein pwede nyo pong iset na sila lang po mismo ang makaka-access mismo ng activity na to. Next po tayo is activity completion. Sa activity completion naman po is dito po natin isi-set wherein kung pwede siyang i-check lang ng student wherein masasabi niyang na-complete ko na to. So we can set it manually na pwedeng i-manually check ng student yung specific activity na ginawa nyo or pwede nating iset na show activity as complete when conditions are met. So mag-check lang mismo yung side ng activity niya pag nakapag-submit siya ng assignment. So mostly as a teacher, kailangan po nating i-click talaga iset show activity as complete when conditions are met. Para hindi po ma-check lang ng student ang hindi pa siya nakakapag-submit. And after that, meron po tayong other settings under when setting this show activity when as complete when conditions are met. So meron po tayong show student must view this activity to complete. So pag tinik natin, automatically kailangan gawin to ng student. We also have student must receive a grade to complete this activity. So ibig sabihin, habang hindi pa siya nag-grade ng teacher, hindi siya mag-notify sa student na na-complete na mismo yung activity na yun. We also have student must submit to this activity to complete it. Same as sinabi ko po, kailangan niyo pong mag-submit kung ano po yung ni-require. And we also we can also set expect completed on yung date mismo na gusto niyo pong iset. And we also have tags and competences. After setting all those things, isi-save lang po natin. It can be either save and return to course or save and display. So, ito po muna tayo sa save and return to course. Automatically, makita po yung activity na ginawa natin. We have assignment 1 and yung question mismo na ginawa natin and other information na kailangang malaman ng student. So, the same as other activities, it's very simple if gusto nyo po pong mag-add ng activity. For example, after making an activity, assignment activity, gusto ko namang gumawa ng quiz. So, how to create an activity with regards sa quiz. So, yung sa quiz naman po, meron po tayo dito sa baba, same as a while ago, click nyo lang po yung add activity or resource and hanapin po natin dito sa tab mismo yung quiz. We have quiz here. And after nyo po i-click, click lang po natin yung add para automatically makapag-set po tayo ng specific quiz na gusto natin. So, pwede po natin ilagay yung quiz 1 and pwede tayong maglagay ng description kung ano po yung, for example, naka-specified po sa specific course or specific topic na gusto nyong malaman, at least malaman po ng student yung quiz na to is ito po yung laman niya. Pwede nyo pong iset. So, we also have a timing here. Yung timing naman po is pwede nyo iset kung kailan ma-open yung quiz. For example, this week kayo gumawa ng quiz and next week pa pwedeng ma-access ng students. So, pwede nyo pong iset to. Tick nyo lang po yung enabled and you can already set the open quiz kung kailan lang siya ma-access ng students. So, for example, tomorrow pa siya, gagawin ko ngayon and tomorrow pa siya i-access ng students. So, pwede pong ilagay natin the date and the specific time kung kailan sila mag-access. For example, gusto nyong mag-set lang ng 8 a.m. to 8:30. Kailangan nilang ma-access yung quiz na yon. So, close quiz, kailangan po natin, kung gusto nyo pong iset na magkaroon ng time limit lang po yung student, kung kailan sila mag-take, pwede po tayong mag-set sa close the quiz. So, i-enable lang po natin and kung the same day, pwede naman po, July 14 and if in case gusto niyo po 30 minutes lang yung binigay niyo sa student na kailangan nilang i-access agad yung activity na ginawa niyo. So we can set it 8:30. So we also can set the time limit. So enable lang po natin and we can set the full assignment, full quiz activity nakadepende po sa time limit na isi-set nyo. For example, may ginawa po kayong quiz wherein 10 items. You can set na for that whole 10 questions, kailangan niyang masagutan within 10 minutes. So it's up to the teacher kung ilang minutes yung ibibigay niya. We can also set the time expires wherein pwede po kayong pumili open attempts are submitted automatically. There is a grace period when open attempts can be submitted but no more questions answered. Attempts must be submitted before time expires or they are not counted. So it's up to the teacher kung ano yung isi-set natin. So meron din po tayong grading system dito. We can also set the grade to pass, grade category, and attempt allowed. So pagdating po sa attempt allowed, if you want one time lang po mag-take yung student, kailangan po natin i-set as ng 1. So kung gusto natin 3 attempts, pwede po 3 attempts. And with regards po sa grading method, kailangan po pwede po nating i-set sa 3 attempts na yun, kailangan ba yung highest grade ng kukunin, yung average grade, yung first attempt or last attempt. So it's up to you kung ano po yung isi-set niyo po. So for example, 1 file lang po yung 1 attempt lang po yung isi-set natin. We can also set the layout. Kung sa isang page, gusto natin 1 question per page. So pwede. Pwede din pong sa 1 page, 2 question yung makikita ng student and so on. So depende po sa teacher kung paano isi-set. Then we also have question behaviors. So shuffle with questions, pwede nyo pong iset na may ginawa kayong 10 questions and magsha-shuffle siya automatically. I-click nyo lang po yung yes. Set nyo lang po yung yes and automatically yung assignment na ginawa nyo po is shuffled na din po. We also have questions behave. So we have deferred feedback, adaptive, immediate feedback, and so on. So we also have review options wherein makita natin kung ano lang po yung specific na pwedeng ma-access ng student. For example, during attempt. So ito po, nakatick siya, ay malalaman po natin, for example, during attempt, whether the student can review the attempt at all. So during attempt, pwede pong makapag-click yung student, the same as immediate after attempt, later while the quiz is still open, and after the quiz is closed. So, you can set it here kung ano po yung gusto nyo, sir. So, we also have appearance, wherein pwede pong maglagay ng automatically kung ano yung profile picture ng student. Automatically, kung sinet po natin tong small image or large image, makikita po natin mismo yung picture ng student. Doon mismo sa saan siya nag-take. And decimal places in grades. So, we also have extra restriction on attempts wherein we can set password na para pwedeng maka-access yung student. So, hindi niya mabubuksan unless lang nabigyan siya ng password ng professors niya. We also have overall feedback wherein you can set it here kung pass po siya, ano yung feedback nyo, and ano po yung boundary kung failed siya, and ano yung feedback mababasa ng student. We also have common module setting. Same as a while ago, pwede nyo pong iset to na makita ng student or hide muna. So, we also have restrict access. Pwede natin i-restrict access yung quiz na to. Wherein kung meron kayong special student na kailangan mag-take siya lang isa, pwede nyo pong ilagay sa LMS and naka-restrict lang mismo sa specific student na kailangang mag-take. So, we also have activity completion. The same as kanina po, kailangan po natin iset na show activity as complete when conditions are met. So, it's up to you kung kailangan pang the student must receive a grade to complete this activity or hindi na. We also have the required passing grade. So, it means kung hindi siya pass, hindi mag-check sa kanya yung activity. And DAGs and competences. So after setting all those things, the same as kanina, save and return to course lang po tayo para makita po natin yung activity na ginawa natin. After setting the quiz, hindi pa po tayo tapos. Kailangan pa po nating mag-generate ng questions inside this course. So, pag gusto po nating mag-generate ng question, click lang po, pasok po mismo tayo sa activity and meron po tayong makikita dito. Attempts allowed, and this quiz will not be available until Tuesday, specific time na sinet natin. And ito po yung mismo makita din ng student. And kung gusto na po natin dagdagan ng questions, for example, gusto kong gumawa ng one question and multiple choice na. We have different types of questions po. Click lang po natin yung edit quiz and automatically, pwede na po tayong mag-generate ng mga questions here. So kung gusto natin mag-add, meron po tayong add dito sa side. Pag i-click po natin, meron tayong, you can add a new question, you can add from question bank or a random question. So for example, meron na po kayong mga question na gawa dati, so pwede po kayong kumuha sa question bank. So automatically, ito yung mga sample question na pwede nyo pagkuhanan, click nyo lang po and add select questions to quiz. Automatically, papasok po mismo sa quiz. And kung gusto naman po natin gumawa ng mismong quiz natin for this specific activity, click lang po natin ulit yung add and click natin yung add a new question. So, we can choose different questions type. So, meron po tayong multiple choice, true or false, matching type, short answer, numerical, and so on. Drag and drop, and random short answer matching. So, it's up to the teacher kung ano yung mga types of question ang gusto niyang iset for that specific activity. So, for example po, gusto nating mag-set ng multiple choice. So, after choosing it, we can click add para ma-proceed po tayo sa mismong setting. So, after po nun, pwede na po tayong mag-add ng question. For example, question 1. Pwede po natin ilagay yung question name and specific question na ilalagay po natin. For example, ito po yung question natin and automatically, we can set default mark kung ilang points sa question na to. If 1 point lang, we can set 1. General feedback wherein makita ng student after answering this activity, makita agad ng student yung feedback niya. And we have 1 or multiple answers wherein pwede silang, pag nakaset po na 1 or 2 answers ang possible na correct, pwede po yung ilagay dito. So for example, sa multiple choice, mostly 1 correct answer lang naman po tayo. So we can also set the number of the choices. Wherein pwedeng A, B, C, D, pwedeng big letter, pwedeng numerical, and so on. So ngayon, after setting this number the choices, ngayon po pwede na po tayong mag-set ng correct answers and choices. So you can set the possible the answers and the choices. So, pag naset na po natin lahat, for example, meron tayong 4 na choices sa kanila. And, para ma-locate po natin kung ano yung tamang sagot dito, kailangan lang po natin iset yung grade. Iset lang po natin ang grade sa specific percentage. Pag ito po yung tamang sagot, 100% po. I-click lang po natin. So, and the rest, pag ito yung naging sagot nila, automatically wala silang tamang sagot. So, pwede din po tayong every wrong answer, pwedeng negative. We can also set it here. So, after setting the choices, pag sobrang dami pong more than 5 choices na sinet nyo po, pwede po kayong mag-add ng blanks for 3 more choices para mag-additional blanks po for additional choices. We also have combined feedback wherein pwede nyo po itong palitan. So every correct answer ng student, ito po yung makikita niya. Your answer is correct. If every wrong, if partially correct, ito naman po makikita nila. If mali naman po, ito po naman po yung mababasa nila. So you can change it. Pwede nyo pong ilagay yung your answer is incorrect and the correct answer is, pwede nyo pong ilagay para mismong malaman ng student kung ano yung tamang sagot. And we also have multiple tries. So, every mali ng, every tick ng student na may hindi siya sure tapos pinalitan niya, pwede tayong mag-deduct and pwede pong hindi. So, we can put a hint kung gusto po natin. And after nyo po iset, we can save changes na po. And or we can save changes and continue editing. Pero kung tapos na po kayo sa pag-set, save changes lang po tayo. And automatically, meron na po tayong question dito. So after setting all those things na questions nyo po, pwede na po tayong automatically okay na po yung quiz na sinet natin. So after that, try po natin i-access mismo yung quiz. So pwede po nating i-preview. Yan. Tayo dun. So kung gusto nyo po malaman kung anong itsura na makita ng student dito, meron po tayong magnifying glass na may positive sign sa gitna. Click lang po natin to preview the question. So ito po, ganito po yung makita ng student. And we also have kung other questions, kung curious tayo kung paano siya makita ng student. So, and so on. So, automatically, okay na po yung quiz natin and pwede na po siya na ma-access ng student with a specific date na sinet po natin. So, ngayon po, papakita ko naman po sa inyo kung ano po ba yung view ng student with regards pag gumawa tayo ng assignment, kung online text yung setting. Ganito po yung makikita mismo ng student. So, pag sinet po natin, assignment 1, for example, ito yung online text. If we want to view nakapag-submit na po yung student and gusto natin i-check yung activity na sinabit niya and i-grade, click lang po natin yung grade or view all submissions. Kung gusto po muna natin makita lahat ng nakapag-submit, pwede pong view all submission. Or kung gusto nyo pong directly na mag-grade, pwede nyo pong i-click yung mismong grade na tab. So, for example, view all submissions po muna tayo para makita natin kung sino-sino ba yung specific students na nakapag-submit. So, automatically, we have student 4, student 1, student 2, and student 3. So, may sample pa akong ginawa dito wherein nag-gradean na si student 4. Ito po yung sinabit niya na online text. For example po, online text in settings. So, pwede nyo pong i-check yung activity ng student mismo dito sa LMS natin without even downloading the file. So, i-click lang po natin yung icon, yung magnifying glass, and automatically, pwede na natin makita yung assignment na sinabit ng student. And after natin nakita, pwede na po tayong mag-grade. So, there are two ways po. So, pwede po tayong mag-grade doon sa kanina or dito po mismo. Click lang po natin yung grade. And I already set a rubric here sa assignment na to. Ito po yung sample ng rubric na nakita natin. So, click lang po natin yung specific points sa base sa ginawa niyang activity and automatically mag-generate na mismo yung points dito, sir. So, after setting the grade, pwede po tayong mag-save changes or save and show next kung gusto pa natin mag-check ng other assignments ng student. So, example, save and show next, automatically, mag-next student na siya, si student 1 na yung i-check ko, and kung ano yung specific assignment niya, and grade. So, pwede na po ulit kayong mag-grade sa activity niya, and save changes. Kung sinave changes na po, and kung gusto niyo na pong bumalik mismo sa view all submissions, pwede po. You can access diretso sa course, or sa assignment, kung gusto niyo po directly sa assignment. Ito po yung i-click natin, assignment. And kung gusto po natin ma-direct mismo sa view all submissions, pwede po dito. For example, view all submissions po tayo para makita natin yung paano ba yung grade ng student. So automatically, sa makita natin, may grade na po yung student 1 out of 50. So, ito po yung mga sample na makikita natin pag online text. Well, the other one naman po, pag yung assignment na sinat natin is file submission. So, assignment 2, ito po yung sample ng file submission. Click lang po natin yung view all submissions para makita po natin lahat ng students na nakapag-submit. For example, si student 4 is nag-submit po siya ng Word file. So, in order to check his or her assignment, kailangan po natin i-download yung file niya. Kailangan natin i-click and automatically mada-download yung file niya and we can start checking it. So pag na-open na po natin, automatically, after na nabasa po natin, pwede na po natin silang gradean. Based din po sa rubric na sinet natin. So, kung gusto natin sila i-grade, click lang po natin yung grade, the same as kanina. Pwede din po kayong mag-download mismo dito sa file activity ng student na sinubmit and you can start grading the student. And you can also put a feedback comment mismo para makita ng student and save changes. So, ganun po yung pag-check and pag-grade ng student with regards sa online text and file submission. So, ngayon naman po, ituturo ko naman po kung as a teacher gusto natin ma-monitor kung sino-sino po ba yung mga students under my course, ano pa ba yung mga grades ng student ko, and ano po ba yung mga process ng student with regards to their activities. Nag-a-access ba sila? Or anong level na sila sa activity? Kung topic 1 pa sila or topic 2. We can monitor all those things. Paano po ba? So, before that, kailangan po natin, after po natin mag-set dito ng mga activities, kailangan po natin i-turn editing off para bumalik siya sa feature na normal. And if we want to monitor the students' activity, sino-sino yung participants natin sa course mismo natin, meron po tayong makitang course management here. Click lang po natin and we have activities, tab, question banks, badges, course, and student. So, with regards sa grades, kung gusto natin ma-monitor yung grades ng student, i-click lang po natin yung grades and makita natin lahat ng grades ng student with the specific activity na meron po tayong ginawa. So, ito po lahat, assignment 1, quiz, assignment 2, quiz 2, and so on, with their specific grades activity mismo. So, if we want also to monitor who are the students under our course, pwede po tayong pumunta sa participants. Click lang po natin yung participants and these are our students under and tayo din po. Makikita din po natin. And ano yung role nila, there's specific groups kung meron po kayong sinet, pwede nyo po makita dito. And we can also pwede po natin makita dito kung kailan yung last access ng students sa course. Kung pag sinabi nilang, hindi po sila makapagsabing nag-access po ako ng course, pero hindi naman po nag-notify. Automatic po pag nakalog in yung student, magsisync in po dito yung time kung what time po siya nakapag-log in. And we also have the status. So, if gusto naman po natin monitor yung activity ng student, kung nagsasubmit sila ng assignment, nagtitake ba sila ng quiz, balik po tayo sa course management. Makikita po natin dito sa activity completion. So makikita, pag i-click po natin to, mamamonitor natin per student and their activities na na-access. So makita po natin may naka-check. Pag naka-check po, ibig sabihin po is na-monitor, nagsabit na ng ang student or nakapag-access na po mismo sila ng activity na to. Na-complete na po mismo nila. So, yung mga wala pang check, ibig sabihin hindi pa po nila ina-access or hindi pa po sila nakakapag-submit ng specific activity na yun. So, ngayon po, yun po yung, as a normal professor, ito po yung mostly na kailangan nating malaman. So, ngayon po, ipapakita ko naman po sa inyo yung student's view. So, with regards naman po sa students, so, yung students naman po, makikita natin. Sign in lang po tayo. First, the same as kanina po, kailangan lang po mag-login ng student, specific activity niya. So, kung meron na siyang username and password na binigay sa kanya mismo ng registrar, pwede na po silang makapag-login and makapag-access mismo ng course. Ito po yung makita ng student and they can also access the same as sa teacher's view. So, pag i-click po nila yung sample course, example, ito yung course kung saan po sila enrolled, and automatically, ito po yung makikita nila. Kung baguhan po sila, makita po nila yung tour, and i-guide po mismo sila ng LMS, the same as the professors. So, ito po yung makita ng students mismo sa kanila. Ibig sabihin, wala pa pong check. Pag nagawa na po nila, automatically, mag-check po dito. And the same as kanina, kung gusto po ma-monitor ng students their own grades and their activities, pwede po silang pumunta sa course dashboard here. And meron po tayong grades, badges, and competences. They can also access it with the specific activities. Kung gusto nilang ma-access lahat ng assignment nila and ma-check nila kung nakapag-submit sila sa lahat ng assignment nila, ito po nilang assignment and lahat ng activities na may assignment, yun po yung lalabas. The same as forum, quizzes, and score. So, makikita din po nila yung specific teacher kung sino po yung nagtuturo mismo sa course na yan. So, now, ipapakita ko naman po sa inyo, I prepared a video wherein mobile phone naman po yung gagamitin ng student. So, ipi-play na lang po natin on how the students submit their assignment and how the students take their quizzes while using mobile phones. So, now, ito po, mag-play na lang po kami ng video sa inyo.
Hello, Pat? Nakamute ka, Pat? Nakamute ka, Pat?
Okay na po, sir?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear. Pero continue. Let's not be too specific in this one, Pat. Let's give the overview na lang para mas maintindihan ng mga students, considering na there might be some fresh graduates from high school, from senior high. Gawin na lang natin a bit more specific for the students, para mas maintindihan, a bit more general for the students, para mas maintindihan nila.
Sige po, sir. Actually, yung video po is my last presentation wherein makita lang ng student kung paano po sila mag-access. So, ipi-play na po ni Edsel yung mismong video na na-prepare. So this is an example of a student using a mobile phone po.
It is more easier to access the LMS using Moodle app. Open the Play Store app, then install Moodle app for free. You can now open the Moodle app after installing it. If you are a student, then click I'm a learner. You can now input your LMS site given by the school. Then log in your username and password. Finally, you can now access the LMS and what you see as the dashboard. You can see a sample course where you are enrolled, activities that you need to comply, and calendar. Just scroll down to reload. Let us see what is inside the sample course. We have here the topics and different activities such as quiz, assignments, and etc. This is the sample presentation you can access. In order to view it, just click enter to download it. And so that even if you are offline, you can still access it. There is another way to download the presentation. On the upper right corner you can see 3 dots and click download. After downloading, on the bottom part just click view in browser. And you can now access the presentation. Next is the sample quiz. In order to take the quiz, just click attempt quiz now. For the assignment we have 2 types of submission. It can be file submission or in an online text. This is a sample assignment of a file submission. To submit your file, just click add submission. Then click add file to upload the file you are about to submit. The second sample is the online text submission. In order to submit your assignment, just click add submission, then you can now input your assignment without uploading a file. You can see 3 dots in the sample course where you can download the course, remove or start the course. We can sort the course overview by course name or by last accessed. And we can also access the calendar. You can add an event if you want by clicking the icon below. On the bottom part you can access your messages. You can also access the notification by clicking the notification bell. Just click the hamburger button in order to access other information such as profile, grades, logout and etc.
And meron pa po tayong isang specific 2 videos for paano po siya ginawa mismo ng student pag nagsasubmit. At least meron po tayong makita po natin kung paano po ba ginagawa ng student through mobile. So,
in this video I will demonstrate how the students submit their assignment using mobiles. First click the course you are enrolled. Then click the assignment activity to access it. As you can see, we have the submission status and submission comments. Click Add Submission to bring up the file upload page. In order to upload your file, click Add File and choose the specific file that you want to submit. After answering all the questions, you can now click Submit All and finish. In this page, your submission status is draft so that you can still change the file you uploaded a while ago. But if you want to submit it, then click Submit Assignment. We also have sample online text type of submission. The same as a while ago, click Add Submission to bring up the file upload page. Then you can now start inputting your answer for your assignment and click Save. In this page, your submission status is draft so that you can still change your assignment a while ago. But if you want to submit it, then click Submit Assignment. Your submission status is already submitted for grading.
and lastly po is yung paano po magte-take yung sample, paano po magte-take yung student, specifically pag sa quiz.
In this video we will demonstrate how the student take a quiz using mobiles. First click the course you are enrolled. Then click the quiz activity to access it. As you can see, the quiz has a time limit of 10 minutes. Time will count down from the time you start your attempt and you must submit before it expires. After answering all the questions, you can now click Submit All and finish. And you can already review the quiz.
So that's all. Yan po yung view po sa student and sa teacher. Thank you.
Maraming salamat, Pat.
Hello, Sir Primes.
Miss Els?
Paano naman yung yung augmented reality? Paano siya magiging helpful sa mga estudyante natin?
For the AR part, I will have a part of our game development team to showcase that one. Pero as they prepare, I will share my screen first to give a summary of the LMS and yung capability niya for both students and teachers. For this one, this will be really quick. For this is only be a summary of what Ms. Pat, Engineer Pat has shown us. The first one is our LMS is available in it. It provides an online and offline access. It is accessible on personal computers, on laptops, mobile devices, and tablets. For the online and offline access, this utilizes the sync in the sync system. This uses a fully online and semi-offline capability wherein the students will only have the students can access the courses offline. They just have to download the courses or the assessments. And pag nag-online and bago online lang sila, pag magsasubmit na sila ng assignments or ng activities para makapag-sync yung data ng phone or ng devices doon sa cloud. This is what we call the sync and the sync process. And also, as a summary of what Ms. Engineer Pat has shown us, our LMS has notifications. This is fully customizable for all system functionalities. It also has the messaging application for teachers, students, and other users wherein they can send and receive private messages. It also has the completion tracker, which gives a full overview of the learner's completion based on the required task. This can be a formative or a summative assessment. At the same time, this gives a full overview of the current online users as a notification that the learner and any user that is currently present on the platform. An auto-attendance block for our teachers and our students as well, which automatically checks the immersion rate of each learner in the platform. At the same time, a calendar of events wherein the calendar can display the site, course, group, users, and category of events in addition to assignment and quizzes, chat times, and other course events. Note, there's a note also at the bottom or a legend for the color coding. And of course, the course content shall be based on the modules that shall be developed by the academy or the institutions. Kasama na po dyan yung grading system, the course outcome, the course description, so on and so forth. Also, there will also be a series of activities that will be indicated in the learning management system, such as the assignments, attendance, forum, etc. This is for teachers' view, by the way. An instructor's profile to give an overview of the instructor profile and at the same time the credentials. A list of grades, wherein it is a fully configurable grading system that can be set based on the requirements of the institution or the academy. This can ensure that all required objective or evidence are traceable. There will also be badges, wherein the institutions or the academy can adopt a gamified approach to motivate learners. These are electronic means to demonstrate that each learner has mastered a specific skill or competency. And when I said competency, the institution or the academy has generated required competency frameworks based on the STCW code standard, wherein all learning plans shall be incorporated and cross-reference to prevent redundancies and ensure compliance to each required competency. This can be delivered in a modular method to ensure rotational matrix and equipment use and have a dynamic pool of instructors because of a modular approach. And to fully ensure that the system shall be operational and compliant to the standards, we have made reference to STCW Code B as amended, Section B-1/16, wherein this is the use of distance learning in e-learning, as well as the Marina Circular 2016-12, the guidelines on training and assessment of seafarers by distance learning in e-learning, in accordance with the provision of Regulation 1/6 of the 1978 STCW Convention, of course, as amended. We have also made reference to practical teaching skills for maritime instructors by Mr. Darrell Fisher and Peter Merhead from WMU, where the development led to the generation of associated online learning material to support global outreach through distance education. We have also looked into top international academy systems such as Lloyd Maritime Academy. And as an overview, the system shall be equipped with big data analytics, wherein it will have analytic learning curves, user dynamic review, geolocation tracking capabilities for those students or cadets that is going on board and at different places all over the world, a focused analysis of students, real-time monitoring of users, and comparative analytics systems targeting. And so far, these institutions are the one that is studying on the front lines along with AIMS, CELTECH, Baliwag Maritime Academy, and that will be all for the summary. Thank you. Ms. Els?
Okay, sir. Madalas ko itong na-encounter sa mga nagtatanong minsan. Why do we need to purchase LMS, why do we have to integrate LMS kung meron namang Google Classroom? Google Classroom, at least yon libre pa. Yung kapag sa LMS nyo, magbabayad pa kami. So, why is that? Why do you think that they should integrate our LMS instead of Google Classroom?
Here's the problem kasi with Google Classroom. As per IIT, Google Classroom is the data is mapupunta sa public, mapupunta sa cloud. So pag nasa cloud siya, nasa public siya. And the thing about our LMS is we prioritize security ng estudyante, security ng data ng institutions, especially the courses. Ang hirap gawin ng the course development is really hard na gawin, and it doesn't take it takes a lot of effort and mahabang oras para magawa yung course development na yun. So and our LMS will also prioritize with the learning management system that Seaversity offers. You also prioritize yung the data security, the security institution, to make sure na secure talaga yung data ng mga bata, at the same time yung privacy. That's it.
Okay, sir. Another thing is that yung mga ibang schools kasi, other schools or other institutions, they have this mentality na kapag presentan mo sila ng innovation or new technology, is iniisip nila ang mahal. It would cost them a lot of fortune para mapasa kanila yung technology na yon. What is your take on that?
Here is the idea kasi karaniwan. There is a common misconception when pag nababanggit the terms online learning, which is referred to as online classes, blended learning and flexible learning. Kanina, dinefine ko na actually kung ano ibig sabihin ng mga yon. First one, online learning. Yung online learning, this one refers to the idea of using online tools for learning. Ito yung karaniwan na online classes wherein karat na face-to-face via video conference. And this requires talaga a solid or a consistent internet connection. Pero with our system, for distance learning naman, ito yung learning na ito yung learning na this word itself, ginagamit nito yung distance between the student and the teacher, and how technology bridges that gap. On our classes on maritime education and training, this is also being discussed. So blended learning naman, or in this is what we offer. This is a combination of learning at a distance and the traditional on-campus learning with a fixed schedule wherein you will have to attend part of the classes on campus. However, most campus will still be online, allowing you to do coursework or assignment online. On a summary or in Filipino, pwede mo ma-access yung courses mo anytime, anywhere, considering the fact that the learning management system that we provide is available offline and online. Wherein that online and offline, this uses the sync and desync system that I have discussed earlier, na it is fully online. It is fully online, pero it is semi-offline for the sync and desync system. Fully online siya kasi you can access the course online, of course, through web or through the application. Pero if you use the Moodle application na nasa phone, pwede mo i-download yung courses. But when you say download, automatically pag download, sabihin nun, may save sa phone. Pag na-save sa phone or sa device, you can access it kahit offline na. Now, this brings the question, yung data ba na nasa phone ko, yung data na server is parehas? The answer is not yet. Kasi once pag naka-offline ka, ibig sabihin nun, walang connection between sa server and sa device mo. Pero once you go online, automatically magkakaroon ng sync. Magsisync automatically yung devices, and pag nag-sync yung devices, magpaparehas yung data doon sa phone mo, sa device mo, at sa server. And yung data or yung natapos mo na activities or natapos mo na courses will be saved doon sa server na. Ayun.
Okay, yun po yung sagot sa comment na paano po yung online-offline feature. Tama po ba? Yun po yung sinagot ninyo?
Yes po, ma'am. Maraming salamat.
Okay. So, what about po yung question nung iba na yung mga institutions or schools na tingin is they would cost them fortune, like a lot of money para ma-integrate yung technology na ino-offer nila. What is your take on that?
Actually, sir, ma'am, the thing about this LMS, this learning management system, is this is very cheap, considering the fact that this is cheaper than a regular book. Here is the idea. Bibigyan namin kayo ng full load ng courses every month for every semester. Ito na lang idea, there's a lot of information sa internet. And hindi natin sure if I'm going to use the common terminology, hindi natin alam kung alin yung fake news, alin yung legit. Doon sa mga data na nakukuha natin sa internet. And the thing is, on our platform, we made sure that our course contents are legitimate for the maritime courses. At the same time, for the non-maritime courses, doon para sa mga HEIs natin or higher education institutions, we made sure that this platform is fully usable and can integrate any course or any content na galing sa non-maritime courses. And this is very cheap considering the fact that this is cheaper than a regular book. Ayun.
Okay, sir, may nagtanong po dito, si Ma'am Rayan Suwan. Pwede ba mag-group or section ang mga students?
Miss Pat, can you answer this one?
Pwede, sir. Pwede pong mag-group and pwede po siyang ma-bisection yung student. So, it's up to the school kung paano po na we will give them a specific sample and makikita po nila mismo. Sila na po mismo pipili. But it's a yes po. Pwede pong bisection and i-group po mismo yung students.
Sir, another thing na hindi alam ng mga ibang institution is that kompleto na yung maritime content natin. It's just a matter of tapping us kung kaya natin silang i-deploy or hindi. Ano yung pwede mong ma-deliver na message sa kanila?
For the contents naman, there we already have available resources for the course contents for the maritime. And at the same time, hindi siya totally kompleto considering the fact na we are using a certain syllabus that our team created. Masabi lang natin na kompleto siya and ready for use for that institution if that institution will partner with us at the same time will agree to sign an agreement na bibigyan tayo nila ng access to their syllabus to make sure na yung contents natin is matatahi natin doon sa course syllabus nila. Considering the fact that yung course syllabus na ginagamit nila is the one that is in line with their quality management system or QMS, para masigurado na in line pa rin yung course outline, yung course outcome, and to make sure na mas naiintindihan ng instructor kung ituturo niya. More of a summary, hindi yung institution yung mag-a-adjust sa atin. All the institution have to do is stop us, kausapin nila tayo, set a video conference with us. And then, tayo yung mag-a-adjust kung ano yung kailangan nila. All they have to do is sabihin kung ano yung kailangan nila and our team will compromise and make sure na yung gusto nila yung masusunod. Or more of, we will meet in between, let's meet in between na lang. Parang gano'n. Parang to make it simpler. Ayun.
Okay, I think nasagot na yung mga madalas kong na-encounter na tanong.
I think we still have to showcase the augmented reality for the general public. I think I will have my team showcase that one. Mr. Control Room. So this is the typical augmented reality. Yung area labas. So ito po yung AR. This augmented reality technology that we are offering to different institutions along with our learning management system. This augmented reality already has 3D assets wherein the students can view on a 3D scale, on a 3D view, different equipment and fittings, valves, pumps. It is completed. As you can hear, it already has audio and texted definition for different types of learners, considering the fact that meron tayong auditory learners, visual learners, and those that learn from their experience. This also has different parts already of the equipment and also has animation. At the same time, if we go to the what was this one, auxiliary machinery one. So we go to auxiliary machinery one for the pumps. And here's the good thing pala about this one. This application is already usable offline. This application is already delivered, and the update will be delivered once again by the start of the semester to Asia Institute of Maritime Studies, or AIMS in Pasay. For example, for this pump, this already has animation for the assembly and disassembly of the pumps. Makikita na natin ng students yung 3D view ng pumps, internals. At the same time, di lang internals, pati yung mga parts na rin. Meron na rin siyang pointer kung saan mismo yung parts na internal. Patingin ako ng part. So, ayun po yung mga parts niya. And also yung yung description. This also has an assessment. And this is not only limited to the deck and to the engine department, it also has the deck department. And this one also has, sabi nga kanina, yung assessment. You just have to input your name because the assessment will be recorded sa phone you mismo. The assessment consists of multiple choice, the drag and drops, wherein the pumps can be is also interactive. This one is the matching type. This one is drag and drop as well. And wherein the students can see the results and at the same time can review kung ano yung tamang sagot o saan sila nagkamali. Please click review. Next. And let's go to the home. Tignan natin kung na-recorded. And if you're going to go to the assessments, makikita na recorded yung score ng estudyante. If ever i-take niya yung assessment. And the good thing about this one is the data can be saved through a CSV file or an Excel file. Ayun po. Maraming salamat.
The AIMS augmented reality app, and by participating in our Brain Wars, you too, your school will have the chance to win our AR application. Customized na po siya based on sa logo ng mananalo sa Brain Wars natin. Shout out din po pala sa Inquirer Pop. Thank you so much for featuring Seaversity. And Sir Primes, do you have any final message para sa mga viewers natin?
Yes, actually, for a final message sa lahat ng nanonood, it doesn't matter if you're an educator, a teacher, a school administrator, may-ari ng school, or a student, or papasok, or the general public. Here's the idea. There is already a Filipino product, and this product, yung ginagawa ng team namin, because Seaversity is a Filipino company. And tulad nga ng sabi palagi ni Ms. Mary Ann Pastrana or ABST or FastCat, this product is para sa bayan. We are making this to increase the quality of education and training sa Pilipinas and hopefully sa ibang bansa if ever this push through. And the thing is, all you have to do is stop us. Make sure na reachable kami on various social media and other channels as well. Mag-inquire lang kayo and kami na yung bahala on how we will make this academic year 2020 and 2021 possible nang hindi nako-compromise yung health, safety, well-being, and especially yung budget natin. Especially para doon sa mga, kasi considering the fact na hindi naman lahat may kaya talaga. And a lot of students right now is considering na wag nang mag-aral kasi mahal yung online education. There is an alternative, and the Seaversity is willing to do whatever it takes to make sure that the academic year and yung mga bata is makapag-aral pa rin despite our current status in the community. Ayun lang, maraming salamat, Ms. Els.
Ma'am Pat, any words?
Wala naman po.
Okay, there is a question from Sir Jake Dennis. Can the apps be availed?
Okay. The app is already we have a demo app available on Play Store, on Google Play Store actually. And but the learning management system, the model is available and can be downloaded on the Google Play Store. But the link for the learning management system is what we call available for demo. And you can have the link for the available demo. You just have to contact us through our Facebook, email, or other communication media para makapag-set tayo ng video conference and mag-guide namin kayo kung paano gagamitin. We made sure na yung customer service namin is the quality is good enough para ma-accommodate lahat ng questions ninyo with regards to this one. We do not want to give you the link for the LMS or the application na hindi kayo na-assist. We need to make sure na hindi ma-compromise yung quality ng product or ng learning management system just by giving you the link or the application na hindi kayo na-assist personally ng team namin. Ayan po.
Okay, how can they avail the full version, sir?
For the learning management system, and they can also avail all of our products pala. If may kilala kayo na admin or may kilala kayo na admin or school administration, please tell them to set a meeting with us. It doesn't matter what time we are available 24/7 if they want to talk to us. We will make time for them and para makapag-set para maibigay namin yung full features ng product, makapag-demo kami ng completely and wala tayong ma-miss out. And after that meeting, bibigay natin lahat ng full access to all of our products. Ayun po, Ms. X.
Okay, for our viewers to reach us, you can message our page here on Facebook, Seaversity. You may also send us an email at info@seaversity.com.ph. Again, that is info@seaversity.com.ph. And to contact us directly, Sir Primes, would you mind giving your number?
Yeah, of course. My number will be the company number at the same time. My number is 0936. Control room, can you show the number at the same time as well? The number is, I will put it on the chat. Can you show it along with the email as well? Ayan. So our communication media that is available, we are available through email, info@seaversity.com.ph. The number, my personal number is 0936-936-2729. It is also the same number that I use for WhatsApp, Kakao, Viber, and other communication platform. Ayun. Maraming salamat.
Okay. I
Is there any
think
more
that's it.
questions?
More questions? While waiting for questions, I would like to remind everyone that the result of our Brain Wars will be published today, 6 p.m. It is the face-off between St. Therese MPC Colleges and Pangasinan Merchant Marine Academy. Sino kayang nanalo sa kanila? The results have been tallied. The announcement will be made later, 6 o'clock in the evening. So stay tuned, guys. By the way, this webinar is also sponsored by Craftworks Manila. You may check their Facebook page at Craftworks MNL here on Facebook. They are giving out 2 vouchers, 30% discount on their products. We are also giving away one large Seaversity shirt.
Miss Els, can we also give thanks and special mention natin yung mga clients natin na nakapirma lang na kontrata last week?
Okay, we would like to have a big thank you to Baliwag Maritime Academy, Central Luzon College of Science and Technology. I remember CELTECH was very passionate regarding our brain wars. Gusto talaga nilang manalo. And even though na their journey to our brain wars has ended, at least their administration noticed the effort and made a partnership with us. So, ayun, CELTECH, you will now have your LMS and the AR. And also to Asian Institute of Maritime Studies, thank you so much. We had our contract signing live via Facebook last Friday. Thank you to Dr. Dalagete for being our guest in our first ever webinar. And thank you to the whole AIMS community for availing our Seaversity platforms.
I think meron pang bagong question. I think control room, can you flash the question? Okay.
The question is, does your AR already integrated in your e-learning platform?
Yes, that's a very good question. Maraming salamat, Mr. DM de la Cruz. The augmented reality application is now we are creating an API for this one to be available on the learning management system. As you can see, the Moodle is an open platform, and there's a lot of API, thousands of API that is available and is ready to be integrated to Moodle. And right now, the team is creating an API. Probably it will be done by tomorrow or Wednesday, so that the assets at the same time, the augmented reality application can be integrated on the learning management system. Ayun, maraming salamat.
From Sir Genie, what kind of technology will I need?
I think this is a very open-ended question. Pero still, maraming salamat, Mr. Naagas. Depende. If you're a student, if you're an educator, you will need the learning management system. If you're an educator, if you're an owner of the school, you will need the learning management system to provide a flexible learning as per required by CHEd. This is at the CHEd advisory number 7. We're in as per CHEd advisory number 7. The schools can start their academic year. If naka-full online sila, they can start by August. June, no. They can start by, I think, July. Yes, this July. They can start this July if naka-full online sila. If I'm not mistaken, please correct me if I'm wrong. Para doon sa mga naka-flexible, they can start this August. And to those days, that will still utilize the face-to-face, the traditional learning, the education 3.0. they will start by September. So if you're an educator, you will need the learning management system to make sure na makapag-start kayo as soon as possible, preferably by this August. And at the same time, if you're going to top Seaversity, we're also going to provide an online enrollment, online payment, para mambuwasan yung face-to-face the physical interaction. At the same time, other system that can assist you para sa end-to-end approach natin, or what we call the enrollment to graduation system. Maraming salamat.
Shout out to Sir Alex Di Malalwan from AIMS. Thank you, sir, for supporting Seaversity. Another question is from Christopher Caldamutia. Can I take the courses based on my own time availability?
Thank you, Ms. Mutia. The thing about the LMS is, sabi ko nga kanina, with the use of this technology, the courses is available anytime and anywhere. Considering the fact that this application or this system can be used on various devices, personal computers, laptops, tablets, mobile phones, pati yung cellphone na hawak mo na ginagamit mo pang Mobile Legends. And since na you can download the courses, at least namin natin download, automatically may save yun sa phone mo. And pag na-save sa phone mo, it is now offline. Now, considering the fact that it can be used on various devices and it's available offline, you can use it anytime, anywhere, kahit na CR ka, kahit nakahiga ka sa kama, kahit nasa jeep ka or nasa LRT, doesn't matter. Use it and learn through your own, and matuto ka or learn by using your own pace. This is the goal. We are not teaching the students what they need to learn. We are teaching the students how to learn. This is not education. This is training. We are training the students how to learn. Considering the fact na rin kasi at the same time na hindi pagdating after graduation ninyo, wala na sa there's a very small chance na yung mga kasama ninyo, yung mga nagtuturo sa inyo, will still be available para turuan kayo na dapat yung matutunan. Kaya we are teaching students kung paano matututo ng kusa nila. I'm not saying na hindi na kailangan yung instructors. The instructors are still essential. As a facilitator, dapat andyan pa rin yung instructor bilang takbuhan ng bata kung ano yung corrections if the students have questions. The students' mind right now, or the millennials and the Generation Z, is very curious. That's why the instructors or the educators are still very essential para matuto yung bata. At the same time, matama yung mga haka-haka or yung mga fake news na kumakalat on the internet. At the same time, mga chismis na rin. Maraming salamat.
Depende rin po siguro no sa restrictions na isa-set ng teacher sa LMS natin. Shout out to our CEO, Engineer Efrem De La Serna Jr. Sir! Thank you po. And you guys take care dyan sa PMMA. Looking forward to more positive news. Okay. Any more, sir?
I think there is no more question. I think it is now safe to conclude this webinar. Maraming salamat sa lahat ng nanood, Mr. Alice Ibaluan, and maraming salamat din for our new partners, Asian Institute of Maritime Studies, CELTECH, Sir, special thank you kay Sir Paul Legaspi, sa Asian Institute of Maritime Studies. Maraming salamat po sa inyo for accommodating us last Friday on our live contract signing. Di lang sa contract signing, I have learned few things as well after the contract signing, after talking to some of our educators. Maraming salamat po sa inyo, and maraming salamat din sa team ng Seaversity. Sa team ng Seaversity, I'm very proud of you guys. These guys are working day and night. These are the type of persons na hindi, these guys are not working for the sake of money. These guys are working para sa vision. They are working para matuto, and they are working para sa bayan. Kaya maraming salamat for the team of Seaversity. Thank you very much.
Okay. Special mention to our producer, Ed Selbering. Also our AR developer, JM, for showing his his creation of augmented reality. And to our leads, Jim, Charlu, Renz, Nicole. Thank you so much, guys.
Maraming
So,
salamat.
I think that's it. Thank you and have a
Um,
nice day. Ipopost namin yung mga nanalo mamaya. Yes, sir.
Maraming salamat din kay Princess, one of our leads. Thank you so
Oh,
much as well.
yes. Princess.
Sige,
Ipopost po namin mamaya yung mga nanalo ng prizes courtesy of our sponsor, Craftworks Manila, and large Seaversity shirt. Sana po large kayo. Kasi yun na lang yung available. Okay?
Thank you rin sa Inquirer, Pop, and Inquirer. Maraming salamat din sa inyo for sponsoring this webinar as well.
Okay. That's it. We shall conclude. Thank you, Ma'am Pat. Thank you, Sir Primes. Thank you to all our viewers. God bless. Stay safe and have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Even other disciplines would like to use the same platform, the augmented reality, the virtual reality, because it's easier for us to learn, especially during this time of pandemic, where we can learn it through an LMS using the augmented reality. And this is the fact of life now that we are facing, and we should adapt.
Mas madali po siyang pag-aralan while online kasi kahit wala po kaming instructors na nakatingin sa amin, kahit walang mga teachers na nag-a-assist sa amin, we could learn by ourselves na rin po kasi kahit sa study call po namin, pwede namin i-access yung learning management system na yon and pwede namin mapag-aralan o matutunan yung lesson namin without the help and guidance of our instructor.
We were able to pilot this electronic training record book to 1,500 plus cadets scattered all over the Philippines, and their training record book can be accessed. It has historical data. The journals can be seen each and every day, and we are making sure that it is compliant with the STCW.
What is important with LMS is that we are teaching our students to be independent learners. They should come into class ready for discussion, and activities are there. Everything will be in the LMS.
This project is a collaboration of different individuals and maritime professionals, which only aims a single goal, and that is to increase the quality of maritime education and training, not just in the Philippines, but in the other countries as well, hopefully. Then, by the use of the LMS in the e-learning, the possibility of it reaching to the corners of the Philippines, how far can the educational training go? It may leap bounds or may even be limitless.
Hi, I'm C, your virtual assistant today.
even